How to run away intelligently. Running away from home, while it sounds liberating and glamorous, is not fun. You'll be sleeping on the street, scrounging for food, and life certainly won't be easy. That being said, sometimes a home situation is so bad that running away still looks like the better option. If you've thought it through and still want to run away, but run away successfully, it's time to start getting ready. Preparing for your departure. Save up some cash. Ideally, you'll have at least $5,000 with you. That may sound like a lot, but $5,000 can seem to disappear in no time at all. The last thing you want is to realize the morning after your escape that you can't afford breakfast. If you get in a tight spot, which you likely will, you'll be glad you have the money. This is, of course, if you don't have a job and a place to stay lined up. If you're one of the lucky few who have a pre-approved destination in mind, you may be able to get by being a little more strapped for cash. Practice living like a runaway. Before you actually run away, you should practice living like you've done so, especially if you want to run away intelligently. This, by and large, means two things. Find ways to scavenge for food. Whether it's seeing what a few days off the dollar menu feels like or dumpster diving, practice. It's more than a good idea to see what you're in for, food and drink wise. Aside from those two ideas, we'll talk about what else you can do in the next section. Practice sleeping in uncomfortable places. When you're on the run, you'll be sleeping on benches, behind bushes, curled in corners, you name it. You won't be sleeping in your 1,000 thread count Egyptian cotton sheets anymore that your body is used to. Sleeping in hard, uncomfortable places is only difficult if you're not used to. Get used to it beforehand and it's one less thing you have to worry about. If applicable, find somewhere to land. Sometimes runaways just go. That's the beauty of it. However, just going can be particularly stressful. It's better to go if you have a safe destination you know you can, at least, hunker down in for a while until you get your own 2 feet on the ground. If you had to go somewhere else right now, where would it be? Youth shelters are a good place to start. They're not a good place to stay forever, but they can give you that time to get your situation figured out. A friend or extended family member can be good, too, but do know that puts them in a tough place when it comes to your parents. They are legally bound to say they know where you are if your parents have filed a report on your disappearance. However, you may be able to get away with a few days, no questions asked, and food on the table. Pack your bag well. A good, waterproof backpack should be what you're working with. You never know if you'll get caught in the snow or rain. Inside should be a warm sleeping bag, a flashlight, spare batteries, a water bottle with a filter, storable food, a compass, layered clothing, a knife to defend yourself with, and your light valuable possessions. If you have room, it can also be nice to have a pillow with you. Everything else will just have to go. Remember that you're taking this wherever you go, like a backpacker. It'll be annoying as much as it'll be useful. Also, remember that what you carry around determines your look. Do you look like a backpacker, tourist, or shifty runaway? Leave a note. Though it may seem counterintuitive, be sure to hide a note informing the authorities of your intent to run away so they do not believe it to be a kidnapping or, worst case, murder. The authorities are going to investigate a kidnapping more thoroughly than a runaway case. Do not be afraid to hide this note fairly well. The authorities will find it during their search no matter how well it is hidden, and discovery by your guardian would likely lead to immediate notification of authorities. Leave when the weather is good. If it's the dead of winter and nights reach below zero, you're as bright as Napoleon was attacking Russia in January. To give yourself a better shot, wait until the weather gets nicer. You'll be spending a large amount of time outside, day and night, so it's best to have Mother Nature on your side. Sleeping inside sometimes lets us forget just how cold it gets at nights. Bring long underwear and warm clothing with you, even if you're not sure you'll need it. It's better to be safe than sorry, and warmth is a necessity.